What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lex. This video I'm going to be talking about how words are spelled. So I really want to hit the big things that are like in our everyday life, stuff that we use every day in life. And first of all, I just want to just take the time out to say what beautiful day it is. You know, we got to give our gratitude. We are great. I am gracious that today is such a beautiful day. We are out here with our feet on the ground reporting live. That was a butterfly that just came through. Did y'all see that? Butterfly was like this big. Okay, confirmation from spirit. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked. My mind is everywhere. What you speak onto your life or onto others, words are frequencies. They have emotion attached to them. And first of all, our alphabetic system was created off of the sacred geometry and sematics. Sematics, is that what it is? Or sound, sound, sacred geometry. That's what the alphabet was created off of. So we are casting a spell over us and others every day of our life. Words have an emotion attached to them. They have frequencies attached to them. It's like this. When we greet somebody or we don't greet someone, depending off of what you said, this sets the whole mood, right? If you got a parent or, you know, when someone come in the house and the mood and you can feel all of that. And see, they forgot to teach us that. No, they didn't forget to teach us. They intentionally left that part out, that our intuition is a big part of our lives. But they want you to suppress that. They suppress the psychic abilities, the intuition. They taught here, okay, that if you can't see it, that is not true. Your heart can tell within the first 3 seconds of meeting someone if that person is good for you or not. Your heart, which produces your aura, it produces your electromagnetic field around you that goes up to 8 feet around you. Your heart is the one that can tell if something is good for you. But we have like switched that off. See, a lot of people are living through their ego and not their hearts, which is hard. It's difficult to start leading with your heart. People pick and choose when they want to use their heart. Okay, so words have magnetic frequencies attached to them. That's what a spell is. It's an unseen force that is producing an outcome, right? So let's just say when we have kids, first thing we teach them is numbers and letters, right? We want to know how to spell. We teach them shapes. We teach them how to spell their name. We teach them the letters, and we teach them numbers. When we teach our kids how to spell, okay, spell, why do they call it spelling? Okay, we call it spelling. Oh, we teach them how to spell. Nigeria, I wonder what that means. So when we're teaching our kids these things, because we're just like, oh, we want them to learn how to read and write and stuff. See, this is the kind of stuff that kids should be doing. They should just be outside just running free. They should be outside just running free with their imagination. That's all. Let me just put this into perspective. Okay, a spell, I think people are thinking like woo-woo, kind of bad, okay? But when you have a birthday, you blow out a candle, you make a wish, spell, okay? When you wake up, first of all, why do we call, when we wake up, why do we call that awake? Like, isn't that something that we do when someone passes away? we have awake for them. If you don't know the meaning of these words, if you don't, I'm not talking about, okay, let me go to my dictionary and look up the word. No, you have to you have to look up the etymology of the word. You have to look up the origins of that word. And you have to understand that word, okay? So, when we have things like baptisms, what is that? Like what? You need to look up those words, okay? When we have things like weddings, first of all, we all over here, when we are in America, we have officially adopted the European way of living. How they do weddings is now how we all do weddings. How they have birthdays is now how we all celebrate births, deaths. It's all because around the world, people is not doing weddings like the United States. People is not celebrating mourning deaths. By the way, speaking of mourning, why do when we wake up we say good morning? See, that's that fuck shit that they play in your face with. So how do we have, because the mind doesn't know the difference between the spelling. So when you say morning, we've been taught that morning is the morning, right? But the subconscious hears mourning. And what is mourning? It's a grief state, okay? That you're in a grieved state. So you mean to tell me every day I wake up, good morning, what? I'm already in a grief state when I wake up? A grieving state when I wake up? That's fucked up. Then, what else we got? We got a job. Okay, first of all, people don't even give themselves time to wake up. When you first wake up, the first few minutes of when you wake up is your brain is in the theta wave. That theta wave is where you get to access the subconscious, and this is how you start changing your beliefs. Mind movies and all that, I've started using all this stuff in my life, and I'm starting to see the changes. So when you learn about this stuff, practice this stuff. Once you get a little piece of confirmation, that's all you need. The words we say and the words that we use are creating our reality. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to understand because we are taught that we are always constantly looking for, we always have to, our answers are coming from, everywhere else. When you start shifting your belief system from a Newtonian way of thinking to a quantum way of thinking, I'm telling you, things just start to change. You just have to accept. You just have to, that's that confirmation, okay? So when we're talking about words and spelling, you need to know what that root word means. You got to know what the prefix and the suffixes mean. So all of that means something. All of that means something. It's that root word you really want to know, okay? You want to know the etymology of the word, okay? That's what you want to know. And then look at it from all angles, okay? Look at it from all angles. Like job, we get up, we go to a job. Job is a Hebrew word for persecution. What? So what I'm saying is, it goes deep. I'm just saying, it goes deep, okay? So we out here, we just thinking like these are just words. So when I mean words are spells, I mean it goes deeper than that. The words, the way that the letters are set up, and each letter means something. Each letter means something. It'll blow your mind. In order to, so when a person is just, a person is caught up in habit, right? These are habits that we have formed and that we were taught. So we was taught by somebody, right? And that's why I'm so glad that my kids are so young. So I'm sprinkling all this on them now. So they'll have a better chance, right? They have a fighting chance. Because a spell, a lot of people are not aware. Like, if you're not aware, then there's nothing you can do. You're just, you know, going along with the fuck shit, I should say, right? This book right here, I wanted to show y'all this book. This book is called Behold a Pale Horse. It has predictions. This book was brought out in the 90s. It has predictions that have came to pass and everything in this book. His name is William Cooper. He wrote this book. Everything. Every single thing in here. So, did I lose my, I lost my place. Go get this book. If you really want to start digging in and diving in, be aware of what you say and how you say it. Because sometimes you cannot say nothing, but we can feel that energy, right? Or sometimes someone can say something to you, but what they said isn't lining up with the energy. So that's bullshit, right? We can see right through that. So that's what I'm talking about when you use that intuition that they don't teach you about, okay? We got to use that, okay? We got to use logical thinking. We have to ask why. We have to get out of our repetitive patterns. Yeah, we all got to do shit. We all got to pay bills even though we shouldn't. You could be getting credit to your bills, to your utilities every month and not have to pay a dime. You have to research that. We have to learn these things, right? It's called Black Laws Dictionary, I think is what it's called. You have to be aware. Make a list. Once you become aware of like, damn, I do be saying this and all that, sometimes it just comes to you. Sometimes you need to track it, okay? So if you need to track it, then start tracking it. Once you become aware, once you start catching it, that's half the work is already done. Then you have to start rewiring it. You have to delete it out of your vocabulary, delete it out of your mind. Because even though you haven't said it yet, a thought, remember thoughts are quantum, so your thoughts create your reality as well. So you thinking, oh, I'm not saying it, no, it's just as bad. It's just as bad, because everything is a thought first. If you don't like the story that you're telling yourself, change it, okay? Change it. If you don't like the story, be careful what you say to your kids and what they're hearing, okay? Because up until the age of 7, it's all, they're getting their subconscious programming. So, be careful. I want them to be able to spot the fuck shit, okay? The hidden magic that's being placed upon you. How is it that they done took all the real seeds? Bill Gates got a company, they got a whole vault full of the real seeds, and all the seeds out here is GMO seeds. Why is that? So it's like, even if you think you're winning, you're not winning. And if you ain't in the bloodline, it don't even matter. So it's like, what is we tripping? What is, folks? Why are people so divided? Why are people so divided? You don't have to be. We don't need to be. You'll believe, you know, as long as you are moving in good faith, then that's all that should matter. That's all that should matter. That's all. You know, because I'm going to protect mine. I'm going to protect mine. If I don't feel like your intentions are good with me, then I can't trust you with my kids. It's like, how? How can I trust you with my kids? You know, you might want to take something out on them, and you know, and people that don't know, they don't know. But you ain't finna program no bullshit in my kids' head. Just beware of what you say to your kids, to your loved ones, even to strangers. And do you know that a smile changes everything? A smile does more than you know. It really does. There was a point that we didn't even communicate with the tongue, okay? Everything was telepathic. Where you think they got the word telephone from? We didn't communicate like this. And if you're advanced and you're a lucid dreamer and you can do all these things, you know that you don't even, half the time, you don't even be speaking with your mouth. No. It be all intuition and all in your head. Not literally in your head, but you know what I mean. Communicating telepathically. I'm telling y'all, I love this shit. I love it. I love it so much. It just so gets me so excited. I love this shit.